one who serves, and Shoshanna, the larger picture. Om Mani Padmehum, Om Mani Padmehum, Om Om. Greetings, one who serves here. Shoshanna is here, and we are ready to assist you in your questions, if you have them. You can unmute your phones now, and ask your questions, please. Or maybe not. Would there be any questions? Member? Could you tell me if all the structures that are called the Illuminati, the Cabal, the Deep State, New World Order, those kinds of structures, are they? And all the secret societies, are they disbanded? How does it look with those groups gathering? Master OWS. First of all, we will tell you that the ones you have just mentioned are all one and the same. They are not separate structures, or, although they are made of many individuals that are somewhat compartmentalized in some ways, especially those of the secret societies, and all of this, but the Cabal is one entity, if you will. When we speak of the forces of darkness, we speak of this Cabal, or the Deep State. So, to know whether they are disbanded now, no, they are not yet, but they are in process of collapsing. We will say, as a house of cards collapses. It cannot withstand itself. It has no foundation. And the foundation that was a part of this Deep State Cabal is no longer there. We speak of those of the archonic evolution, those of what you would call the demons and things of this nature, those of the fourth dimension of expression, that were the ones that were leading the charge for those of their minions, are no longer. So, what you are looking at now are just simply the lower-level minions, those of the leaders of government, and things of this nature, and kings, and queens, and this type of thing. They are collapsing. They are the minions, they have nothing to hold as a foundation any longer. So, know that their time has come to an end, and your time is coming into fruition, your time for freedom, freedom as Saint Germain gave, freedom to express yourselves as you were meant to be as the divine beings that you are within you. The God expression within all of you, or the I am present within all of you, that is what is coming forward. Shoshanna, do you have something you add here? Master Shoshanna. We do not. Master OWS. Very good. We hope this was sufficient for you for an answer. Member? Yes, thank you. Master OWS. Would there be other questions here now? Member? I have a question, if I may. Master OWS. Yes, yes. Member? Well, it has to do with an image I got in a dream, which seems a little peculiar. It was a very quick image of a stray cat coming into the area I was in my home, downstairs, and it was kind of groaning, and then it was there for a bit, and then it threw up. The sort of shape, which turned out to be another cat. It had eaten this other cat, so we were kind of upset that it ate another cat. Then it went outside, and then we first saw it. We didn't know if it caught the little one was alive, and then it kind of came to and turned into a fluffier little cat. And then the other stray cat went out, and then the little one that we had created, I guess, went out and kind of snuggled up to a stray cat, so it was kind of weird, and I don't quite know what to make of it. Master OWS. We will tell you that it is difficult at times to understand what is being given to you, or in your dreams, but rather than have interpretation of that dream, we would ask you a question. What is it that it meant to you? What was your feeling as you came out of the dream? The first thought that came to you when you emerged from your dream state, what was that? Member? Honestly, I think it was kind of confusion, because they didn't know what to make of it. There was sort of somebody in the background. We were both kind of aghast that this cat would eat another cat, and perturbed that even the new cat would go up and be loving towards the other stray cat. So I guess this sort of confused and lightly perturbed in the dream. Master OWS. What we can tell you is, rather than as an individual expression here, we would look at this as a larger picture here, in terms of, as you're saying, cat eating another cat. This is what would be depicted as people eating other people. Not literally here, in terms of overtaking other ones, overtaking their emotional countenance within them. That is what we would say about that. And the one, as you say, another one coming forward and loving those are the ones that are those of you, the collective you, that are coming forward and expressing your love and compassion to more and more people out there. So there are two different sides to this. The one is those what would be considered the general population, or what many of you call the normies kind of eating each other here, taking over the other's thoughts and expressions and these types of things, and the one again that is coming forward and offering comfort, and all of this are those of you, again, of the collective, those of you who are the warriors and workers, light workers and warriors, that are coming forward and assisting those others. That is what we can say this as a collective look at this rather than an individual, but for you, as an individual, you need to look at this for yourself and see what it expresses to you. Okay, Shoshanna, do you have anything? Master Shoshanna. We agree. We have no more to add to this. Master OWS. Very good. Member. Thank you. Master OWS. Then I guess we run here, as your saying goes. Would there be any other questions here? Member. Greetings. Master OWS. Yes. Member. Recently I came across an amazing content called the Christ Letters, and in these letters, an amazing transformation seemed to be depicted after Master Yeshua came into contact with Prophet John the Baptist. And what was explained was that Master Yeshua had a bit of a normal life up to that point, but after coming across Prophet John the Baptist, he proceeded to go spend 6 weeks in the desert. And it was during this time in the desert that Master Yeshua became aware of his inner I am God inside him, and was able to become aware of the creative energy from within. And that's when he was able to begin doing miracles. Would you mind sharing a little bit more about this experience with Prophet John the Baptist and these 6 weeks in the desert? Master OWS. We will tell you what you have read here, and are expressing here is indeed quite accurate, but to understand that the one Yeshua, as he was growing up, he was somewhat normal human being, but he had much more within him that was expressing outward to those around him and simply within him. He was more than a typical human child, we will say here, but he had the human expressions as well. The frailties of being a human child, the fears and things of this nature were also part of this. But as you say, when he received his wake-up call, as all of you have received your wake-up call at certain points where it was time to begin, go about your Father's mission, we will say here. And that is what he did when he came upon the John the Baptist, the way shower here, the one that showed him the way, or began that process more fully for him. And then yes, indeed he did go off, and went into deep meditation, and found his inner self, found the I am presence within himself, and began then to be able to do what you are calling miracles. But there was another part to this which is not being expressed. And that was when he went on the sojourns to Egypt and Tibet, and all of these places, where he learned the mysteries. He learned the mysteries, and that is where he was able then to begin to express those miracles. Not simply when he met the John the Baptist, and began that meditative experience that catapulted him into the next level of his being, okay? Any further on this, or Shoshanna, do you have anything to add here? Master Shoshanna. Well, we can add something here if we may add there, brother. Master OWS. Is the one still there? XXXXX. Member? Yes, thank you. Master Shoshanna. May we add your brother? Member? Yes, yes. Master Shoshanna. Here is what we will tell you. There is an echo here. We will try though. What we can add is this. On your journey in life, you run across information to awaken something in you. It is nice to read the story, and to follow the sojourns, and to follow the journey of Master Yeshua. It is interesting to most that are on this journey. But what is more important here is that this was given to you so that you could recognize something in yourself, so that you could find more of you, you see. So that is the way to approach this, to look at this story, this accounting. And ask yourself, how does this relate to me? And why am I reading it now? How does this relate? Do you have an idea of this, dear brother? Member? HMM, well, I can tell, I can't say that I resonated very much with the part about the desert experience. I very much resonated with that. And for the first time, I felt like this is something that was possible. Master Shoshanna. Yes, it has been shown to you as an example. So here is what we will tell you. To find yourself, to find your true self, to delve deep into the archives of your own soul, you must go into isolation, you must meditate. You must remove yourself from the goings-on of daily life as much as you can, and begin to delve into your own soul, you see. That is when awakening occurs, when you are isolated. It does not occur when there are vibrations going on all around you, that are chaotic, that are the daily travails of life. And we believe that is why you were led to this, to understand that you are the same. You can do these things also, you see. You can perform miracles also, but you must find yourself. You must find yourself in a quiet, meditative state that will allow you to recognize and realize who you are, you see. Most do not do this. Most go about their lives. They remain in the beta brain state. Well, they are aware, they are analyzing, and looking, and reading, and being third-dimensional consciousness. That will not awaken the soul, that will not awaken your understanding to who you are, you see. And we believe that is why you resonate to this. Does this make sense to your brother? Member? Absolutely. Thank you kindly. Master Shoshanna. Yes, Namasaint. Master OWS. And we need to make correction here, as to the time frame was transposed here. And we will say that the journey, or the sojourns of this one Yeshua began before the time of meeting with the John the Baptist, those sojourns to those various places, where he learned the mysteries. And then when he went through all of this and learned about those mysteries, he then met with John the Baptist, and had that experience, in the desert, after that. And that is when the full I Am presence, or the Christ consciousness came into him at that time. We apologize for the time frame difference. Master Shoshanna. We would like to add one more thing here if we may, dear brother. Member? Yes, thank you. Master Shoshanna. What we would like to add is the religious mimicking of the meeting of John the Baptist and Yeshua has been attempted in every way to religious have mimicked this meeting. You see, the baptism that occurred was a triggering device, was an awakening device. And John was sent here to awaken Yeshua. That is their connection to fully awaken him. And he used the mechanism of baptism to do that, the water, you see. And we will tell you that the many religions have attempted to baptize individuals without the true meaning of the awakening process. The awakening process of the baptism is to recognize as one who serves, as given, to recognize the I Am presence within that God, and I are one, you see. So when you go through a baptism of sorts, that is when the reawakening occurs, and the union of the source and yourself is recognized. Namaste. Master OWS. Very good. Would there be any other questions here? Nothing further. Member? Yes, I do have one. I do have one. Master OWS. Yes. Member? Sorry, I was getting back to my place on the phone. So, XXXXX, or Shoshanna had said something very interesting when I shared, I'm not sure which one it was, because it was after the session, but I was curious, because it's been stuck with me a little bit. This question of, you cannot hold another person to account. So, it stuck with me in the sense that, as we see what's going on in our world, there's like a lot of now starting to hold people to account. What I would call starting to hold people to account, like criminals, and the people have done terrible things, you know. Starting to say, okay, that's not okay, and we're going to, you know, there's a legal system, and all of that going on. That's starting to happen. And that seems to be a good thing. But then on the other hand, I don't know if it's because it's different for us as light workers, and we're past that and that's a 3D thing. On the other hand, we are now advised not to, you know, that we can't hold another person to account, so to speak. So, I'm interested to hear what is the kind of, how did those two concepts mesh up so that we can kind of digest them? Master OWS. Shoshanna. Master Shoshanna. Well, we can clarify perhaps, dear sister. It is a difficult subject to clarify, but the truth is this: it was Shoshanna's understanding that made the statement you cannot hold others to account. And what that is, dear sister, is if you look at the history of the world, it just repeats itself. Because human beings believe that they are the justice for others, and they are not. God is the justice for others. There is karma, and what you sow, you reap, and what you reap, you turn around and sow, you see. That is the truth of your life, that no matter what is an attempt at justice is not true justice. If you look at for example, your system now, there is no justice. It is a battle who has the most money and the best attorneys. And it is a sham, you see. It is not truly how to provide justice. Justice comes from the divine. Justice comes from your soul, from your karmic balancing. You are always, as a human, whether you realize this or not, once you recognize it, you are attempting to balance your own karma, you see. So when we say you can only hold yourself to account, that is the highest knowledge, that is the highest understanding of justice. Because as you hold yourself to account, you can provide a basis, or vibration for others to do the same. As long as we are in judgment of others, we provide that vibration for others to do the same when it is not the truth, you see. So as you hold yourself to account, this is how you create the vibration in the world, the upliftment of the world, for all to be transparent, for all to judge themselves rather than judge others. We hope this makes sense, dear sister. Member. It definitely makes sense. I am still wanting to live that way myself, not always perfectly for sure. But I am also just still in the question mark of then, how do we look upon the attempts of justice? I know what you are saying. Now it is better for a pretty loud unjust system, but it seems like now they are trying to right the system. I could be wrong, but it seems like it is trying to right. How do we reframe that, those attempts of justice, if they are not holding people to account? How do we look at those things? Master Shoshanna. We thought that we had given that answer. This is difficult for many because many believe that the third-dimensional reality that they reside in has some kind of impact on justice, and it does not. It never has. You must review this. It never has. You see, the justice comes from the soul, from karma, from rebalancing. And if one serves, for example, 20 years in prison, it is the reason that that person has served 20 years in prison is not because a judge sentenced him to that, it is because the soul requires it, you see. You have no control over karma, the being itself has control, or has command of its own karma, so if it serves as a judgment, so to speak, it is serving the judgment because it is required to, not because the third dimension needed it out, you see. That is why we are saying, and this is very difficult for most to understand, is that we must simply hold ourselves to account. And if that means that we serve a prison sentence, we serve it joyfully, because we are holding ourselves to account. It is no other that provides that judgment, but ourselves. Does that make sense to your sister? Member? It does. Could you check my summary, and see if I am correct of one thing you said, So it seems to me, and I am now from what you are hearing getting, because I have loved ones who are attorneys, and I know judges, and all that. It seems that those individuals are in service to the souls of the other individuals. Would that be correct? Master Shoshanna. Yes, we are all one, yes. Member. Okay. Because we don't want to hold them either, for what they are doing out there, they are in service to the souls. It is not like they are the judge, that they are in service to the souls, so that is great. Thank you so much. Master Shoshanna. Yes, Nam asked. Perfect. Master OWS. We add here you have a saying, judge not, lest ye be judged, but the actual understanding of that is judge not, lest ye judge yourself. That is a major difference. Master Shoshanna. Yes, that is first. Judge yourself first. Master OWS. And we are done for the time. There is an email question? Master Shoshanna. Oh, there is another question. Master OWS. No, we need to move on here, please. What is the email question here? Member, read email question. Yes, thank you. The question is there a difference between light workers and light warriors? And if so, could you please explain? We will just tell you that they are very much synonymous. You are all light workers. And you are also light warriors, because you have taken up the challenge. You have taken up the challenge to be those warriors of light with Archangel Michael. So all of you, those of you that are in on this call, and resonate to these words at a later time, you are all warriors with Archangel Michael, you see. So they are, but those two terms are very close together, very synonymous. You are all light workers, but you have moved beyond that to a point, and become the warriors of light, where you are not only knowing the truth, and beginning to believe more, and more the truth within yourselves, but you are also able to begin more and more to share that truth with others, who are ready to receive that as well. And they become the light workers, and then the light warriors as well beyond that. Shoshanna, do you have anything? Master Shoshanna. We wish to answer the question that we heard. We wish for that person to ask. Master OWS. We need to release channel, though. So please make this what you call quick. Would there be that question? I was just going to repeat the email question, that was who I was. It's already been answered. Master OWS. Yes. Master Shoshanna. Yes. Master OWS. Very good. Master Shoshanna. We will add something on light worker and light warrior. Both positions are extremely relevant to moving the vibration of the consciousness of man toward a higher realm, toward ascension, you see. The warrior is a choice, you see. You can move past worker into warrior if you choose, but it does not matter. You simply choose a different set of characteristics, and a different movement forward, but it is all for the light, you see. So you can remain a light worker, work with the light, be the one, without needing to step into a warrior position. But if your heart calls you to step into that warrior position, then answer the call. Namaste. Master OWS. Very good. Would there be parting messages from Shoshanna? Master Shoshanna. That was it. Master OWS. Very good. Then we just simply say, keep on believing. Keep on knowing that believing is seeing. That you are creating your own reality. All of these expressions that you have been hearing for quite some time now begin to be that expression. Shanti, peace be with you. Be the one. The creators, how is humanity doing, as 2024 ends? We are the creators. We are a 12th dimensional collective of non-physical beings, and we are here to help. You are making tremendous strides there, as a collective consciousness, and you sometimes have quite a bit of difficulty in measuring how well you are doing, as a whole, as a unit, as a collective. We want you to know that you don't have to look around at your world, and judge your fellow humans, or your society, or your government. You don't have to do any of that. You do have to take it on faith, from the likes of us, that you are making those giant leaps forward, as a collective consciousness. However, some of you will tune into the collective consciousness, and others of you will seek to commune with the energies that are coming in, the energies that you can feel. And you are the ones who are more likely to notice that humanity is doing better, that you are moving forward. You are on that upward spiral to the 5th dimension. Consciousness moves more quickly than the physical realm, and while you can turn on the news, or you can look outside and see what's happening physically quite easily, it is more challenging for you all to feel for the energies, but it is also more satisfying and fulfilling. It is more accurate, and you will benefit from the knowing that you are tapping into a higher frequency collective consciousness. You benefit from what is happening all across your planet right now, whether you know it or not. Every time someone wakes up, you benefit. Every time there is another act of kindness being offered from one person to another, you benefit. Every time someone even thinks a positive thought, or holds an intention that is positive, you benefit, but you want to feel it more consciously and deliberately. You want to know it more viscerally than you currently do, unless you happen to be one of those people who will tune in and see what's going on with the collective consciousness and the energies that are present. And if you are, keep doing what you are doing, and know that what you are doing is making a difference. You are making a difference every time you do that because you are showing others how it is done through the power of your example. You are sending that information into the collective consciousness. Now, some of you might be wondering, how would I do this? The first thing you have to do is shut off all of your devices. Get quiet, close your eyes, focus on your breathing as though you are going to meditate, but reach out energetically and feel for what you can feel today that you couldn't feel yesterday. Raise your consciousness up so that your mind is tuned into the collective mind, the collective consciousness, and you can use your imagination to determine for you what that looks like. Certainly, setting the intention to do this is a good first step, and then allowing inspiration to come to you is a wonderful second step. You will continue to evolve, expand, and still unite as one human collective consciousness. And those of you who are aware that this is happening can be more optimistic, and you can benefit from all that your fellow humans are doing in a more conscious way. You can recognize that when humanity is doing better overall, that must mean that you are doing better overall as well, and that can bring you a sense of peace, which is something that everyone could benefit from more of from time to time. We are the creators, and we love you very much. Source: arrayoflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light, click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.